What cool things could we do with America's dead, abandoned shopping malls? Nursing home. Safe communities for dementia patients. It could have everything a village would have without the elopement risk. A grocery, post office, beauty shop, barber, nail salon, library, movie theater, etc. This one gets my vote. I totally had this idea last time I was wandering through a half-empty mall. It would be familiar, fun, and safely enclosed. Plus they could watch the kids visit Santa and ride the train. My wife's job took over an entire Sears location in a dead mall, and now it's a major operations center for the company. Also, a local community college took another chunk of the mall. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of malls turned into call centers. That's been popular. Till call centers and corporate operations centers are cool. Having a food court with huge ceilings, skylights, and various trees and vegetation would be a huge step up from the soulless beige cubicle walls and paneled ceiling tiles. At least. I always pictured them being a great place for concerts or festivals. Walking to different parts of an old gigantic mall to see shows would be a great adventure emo. My wife and I have talked extensively about this. Let the bands sell merch in the small shops. Big indoor stages in the department stores. The bands could use the security hallways to safely get to the stages. Plenty of spaces for green rooms. And even band lodging. I love this idea. Real-life coconut mall from Mario Kart, so hear me out. We convert the stairs and escalators into long ramps that go-karts can ride up and down, and then mark out a course that goes throughout the whole mall. Essentially creating some of the coolest go-kart tracks ever. And then there is tons of extra space, empty stores to do God knows what with. Oh man, I'm hyped. Remember the cartoon character baby carriers they used to have in the corners? We could use those. Except, soup them up a bit, laughing face. Farmers markets. In the old JCPenney spot in our mall they put in Vendors Village. Basically a nice size flea market where you rent out a spot. Put your stuff in with prices. And leave it. There's the staff there at one central checkout spot that takes care of everything. There's aisles with open spots. Or ones that are big enclosed display cases for collectibles and stuff. It's amazing. They're all going to become Amazon warehouses. Amazon fulfillment centers. Amazon workers' dorms. Amazon clone farms. Amazon delivery drone maintenance hubs. Amazon gladiator arenas. Or Amazon Bez Orthodox megachurches. Airsoft paintball arena. I was going to say a Nerf arena. But maybe it could be all three of those. That would be sick. I don't know why, but I imagine every room being a different environment interior. Like one is a jungle, a desert, rainforest, tundra and things like that. Pretty much COD maps lol. Or shit, even just make the storefronts seem like mall stores. Have it feel like you're combating terrorists or cartel thugs who have invaded the mall. Turn them into homeless shelters. They've already got working kitchens, bathrooms, and plenty of space. So many kitchens in the food court areas. I've had an idea for a dystopian novel set in a repurposed mall. But it's a cult compound. The anchor stores are the church, school, and general store, and the storefronts are individual apartments, homes. No one goes in or out. And the kids don't even realize a world exists outside of the mall. Cue skylight breaking, outside revealed, and teen uprising because I got way too into the Hunger Games as a teen, skeptical smiley face. It would be fun to turn them into mega bars, so each shop could be a different kind of bar and you could fit all the major styles under one roof along with some drunchy friendly food and giant dance floors. Then you could bar hop without worrying about being drunk in public, or whatever nonsense. Bruh, they had one of those when I was in New Delhi. It's a strip of clubs. When you finished one you could go upstairs or downstairs for a different club. Great idea. Shelters, community centers, healthcare clinics, job agencies, community services, daycares, senior centers, animal shelters, affordable housing, educational centers, trade schools, women's shelters, advocacy groups, after-school programs. The list is pretty long once you actually sit and think what could be done with all that space. Right now, turn them into schools, They are massive and can accommodate social distancing. Our local dead mall actually did this while they rebuild the school building. Target and Sears are 7th and 8th grade schools. Kinda neat. They turned the top floor of the mall near me into a shared office rentals. Well, that was very bad timing. As other users said, they're being turned into Amazon distribution centers. Bittersweet fact is that Amazon came out in 1994, the year before Sears, which at that time was one of the largest department stores, and had at that time the infrastructure Amazon has today. Got rid of their famous catalog. It's sad to think, what if Sears didn't go by the wayside and kept up what they were doing right? But instead, they allowed the internet to take over when they had the support to do it. And just think, if they did, the concept of dying malls wouldn't exist today. It is very bittersweet. As I said in another reply, I have great memories from my childhood in those dead malls. I remember new car models being on display. There was the space shuttle thing you could sit in, and inside it projected outer space. All the families and smell of food. Going to a shopping mall used to be a lovely experience. Turn them into homeless shelter housing. Communities for those that lost their homes and want to get off the street. But this is hard, because even though we want this for those that are unfortunate, we don't want it in our backyards. Near my house, a halfway house opened up in a commercial area. And that part of town just went downhill. The sad truth, the area my dead mall is in went to crap before it even closed. The crime rate alone killed the environment of it. Yes, this is what happens. At least it happened over here at the mall near me. This isn't as noble as some of the other answers here. But there is an abandoned mall near my college that I've been thinking for a while would make a great indoor paintball arena. Or perhaps laser tag. Tear down and make a forest. Yep. My first thought was bulldoze and replant native trees and flora. But also with a pretty walking path throughout so people could go on walks and enjoy the green space. Or rip off the roof and leave some of the walls. Then you could have vines and other climbing plants grow up them. Convention center would have the areas for large panels, showroom floors, food courts. Some stores could stay to accommodate the groups that come. Turn them into pasta restaurants. Picture, huge mall, filled with tables. Each store has been converted into a kitchen for a different kind of pasta. It's all you can eat. So you take your plate to all the different pasta booths to get unlimited pasta. The place is huge and decorated only with pasta. Giant murals of pasta adorn the walls and floors. If you're willing to splurge, part of it is set up as a hotel so you can stay overnight in the pasta palace. There's a souvenir shop, so you can buy pasta-themed memorabilia. Oh, the possibilities. In cities without Disneyland parks, which is most of them, open mini Disneylands. Before you say it, I know they had that failed thing, forgot what it was called, but that thing was more akin to Chuck E. Cheese than Disneyland. Make the malls into mini Disneylands with rides. Most rides are indoors, and restaurants and shows. According to a not very good book I read once, hand them over to giant corporations to turn into sponsored schools that are set up more as a game than educational school with points for teenagers to earn by doing stuff. That's an easy segue into indoctrination. Walk around them contemplating existence and what you've provided the world that justifies it. Apocalypse Training Center. Learn to survive at Eastgate Shopping Mall. Waiver required. Amazon Distribution Centers. One of my local dead malls is being turned into one as we speak. It's kind of bittersweet. I had great memories there as a kid. Rent them out to MLM boss babes. There's a sucker born every minute. Agree with most the comments. Mental health facilities. Homeless shelters, affordable housing. Rehab or transitional center facilities. Orphanages or foster homes. Temp housing facilities for those displaced. Domestic violence center facilities. Hospital and/or urgent care faculties. Nursing homes, assisted living. The possibilities are endless. Basically anything can help the people as a whole because it's sad how things are going.